Yo, can you hear me? I hope you can. We're gonna be talking about how, let me move one up and up. I feel like I'm too down. Let me move. Yeah, I already did. I'm saying that again, ironic, right? Anyway, I'm gonna be talking about how I think beautiful women are really boring to speak to, personality wise. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm speaking from first-hand experience here. I go outside quite often, in the nature, morning walks. I just like to say hello to. Fuck was that? That's not in the English dictionary. What was that? But yeah, I consider myself an introvert. I have a lower social battery than regular people. Well, I wouldn't really class it as regular people because technically introvert. Obviously, there's a different spectrum of people, of course. I'm an introvert, so I have less of a social battery than my extroverted counterparts. That's how I see it. That's a more mature answer to you know, to see shit. I was looking at a girl, yes, but the trees were covering up the bush. Fuck. Yeah, no, it don't matter, man. Man, this was an old hag. I mean, waste of time. I like to cut this video. Anyway, back to the topic. Um, and it links too. We're talking about women. We're talking pretty women in particular. She wasn't too pretty, unfortunately. It's fine. But look. So, but even though I'm an introvert, I like to go outside, say hi to people, man. I like to greet people. And say hi, hello, man. What's up? What's going on? Specifically with women, because before, I was like most men, the fear of approaching women, beautiful women, gives you butterflies in your stomach. I get it. I felt like that too, man. And so I essentially, long story short, just forced myself to get good at talking to women. Whether I started with simply one word and it just gets higher and higher and higher. I've noticed the pattern and I still, you know, to go to approach women. But I found that most of the pretty women, they don't really say anything, man. Like obviously, when you're in shape, it helps. It helps when you're in shape because, but if you're not in shape, they're probably just gonna pretend you don't even exist. You're invisible. You'll probably say hi, and it has happened to me a few times. Even though I'm in shape, you say hi to a woman, she acts like you're not there. Like, stop! I'm literally right in front of you. Don't aim me. That's rude. Don't do that. But it happens sometimes. So I'll be saying hi, and I'm like, bro, I know you. I know you see me through your peripheral, right? They just don't say anything. Imagine if you don't even go to the gym. You know how it is with social media nowadays in the dating market. Women have all types of options, and you can be an average looking woman, you get all types. And yes, most of them they do turn down. But yeah, imagine just do it, but not even going to the gym is so much harder. Like often said in my videos, being in shape is the equivalent of a good body of a woman that she has naturally. I truly believe that in terms of the attention you seek from the opposite gender, well, receive from the opposite gender. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. Most of the pretty women I've said hi to, they don't say anything. I try to spark a quick conversation, or I even try to start conversations. They don't say shit. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, being in shape helps in the sense of, oh, they smile at you. But I'm not okay, and I appreciate a smile because most men don't even get that. But it's like, man, bro, not even a hi, not even a wave. Just gonna smile at me. I said, oh, so I'd say something like, hey, hello, how are you? Good day, what happened, right? Still smiles at this. Get NPC. Just talk, fucking say something. Damn, it's a bit bothering. And there is a common would you rather date a woman with like uh, you know a shit personality but it's super pretty, or the best personality but it's really ugly, right? And most men, and I'd even include myself in this situation, I'd still go for the pretty woman with the shit personality because beauty is a very powerful thing, and it's very hard to when I have sex with a woman you don't find physically attractive. Because I've spoken to many women with great personalities, but I just don't find you attractive, Missy. I'm sorry. It's just how us men are. But then there's another part of my brain. I'm thinking, I want best of both worlds too. Obviously, in the question sense, of course, it'd go for the woman that's prettier, but share personality. It's that biological urge and whatnot. You want to fulfill that. I get it. There's another part of my brain is like, bro, I put in all this work. I'm not a good looking guy. Right? I'm not. I just go to the gym, so it makes me look somewhat better looking. I'm fucking bold. Bold by choice, by the way. But I was never that popular kid in high school. I was never the kid that got a lot of attention in high school. To which looking back, I am glad. But I was the kid that struggled, man. I was the kid that struggled to speak to people. I was good at social anxiety, man. And because I was never good looking anyway, never that good looking, it's like, okay. I had no choice but to boost my social skills because I'm already flawed. And when I say flawed, I don't mean like I'm deformed or anything like that. And that's not me shaming anyone has deformities too. But I just mean that I'm not the top of the top attractiveness, and that's fine. You know why? Because it forced me to look into other factors in my life to where I can improve. This is also a big reason I shaved my head as well. I wanted to expose myself so I could stop relying on looks alone because there was a time in high school I thought I did really good with it, and I just probably do. Probably still would. Honestly, I think I look great, bud. A few people have been telling me, I've been rocking the boat look pretty well. But I probably may have looked better with her. Probably. But the reason why I stopped is because, like these women, and we'll get onto the woman topic, it's like, well, first we're going to say with the, no, let's start with the men first. There became a point I got in shape, and then I had this sort of entitlement. I just thought you get in shape, and automatically women will come speak to you. So I was like, oh, I don't need to boost my social skills and whatnot. Women's just gonna speak to you, bro. It's not how it works, man. You have to boost that skill as well. Women are shyer than men, less testosterone, less confidence. So unfortunately, most of the conversations with women, you're gonna have to approach them. And that's facts, man. And I'm speaking from experience because I've been that guy. I've been that guy in shape, right? And I just thought, oh, women are going to come to me. It's that female mindset. The beauty thing, every man's going to come to you, to which they do. And I thought it'd be the same with the men, right? They don't. In fact, your big composure, your big physique intimidates them naturally. So you're going to have to do the talking. Even if they are attracted to you, they're scared to approach. They'll give you the subtle eyes, but and nine times out of 10, bro, if you don't make the move with the woman, bro, you're probably never going to have a chat with a woman. That's the sad truth. You got to make the move first, unfortunately, fellas, man. Just how the game works. And yeah, this is why I'm kind of grateful I wasn't the good looking guy. I wasn't a public in school. I didn't really pull the most girls like that, you know. Every now and then, but it barely happens. It's not worth bragging about. I'm grateful that happened because it forced me to actually work in areas that, people who are naturally genetically best would overlook. I ain't good looking. Bro, I have flipping forehead marks in my head. Uh, I'm bold. Like I said, bold by choice. But I kind of nerfed myself in that way. So I can really, look in and focus on the stuff that I can do and not just rely purely on looks. Just icing on the cake for sure. But if we go back on what I'm talking about with the chicks, linking it to what I said, my entitlement, what I had when I was in shape, and I was like, okay, oh, I'm in shape. I don't need to speak to women now, bro. And for the woman, it's like, it's very hard for a woman. And why would a woman need to practice and know how to speak to a man when you got men approaching you 24/7 because you're naturally hot? There's no need to learn. There's no need to learn the skill because it's naturally. And you can't appreciate and you don't truly see the significant, you don't really truly see the significance of something that you have if you're given with it naturally. That probably could have been said in a much shorter, better way. I think you get the point. And the context of women, it's like, what I noticed, and the common saying, pretty women have dry personalities. From my current experience, I'm just going outside saying hi to the pretty women. I'm talking about the pretty women that, most men would probably jack off about. Those types. I'm not gonna lie, I say hi to them lots. Very little chat. Very, 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 very little chat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's good weather having today, man. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's true. The very pretty women, they have very little chat, very little game, very boring to speak to. Right? And I want to speak to these pretty women. I'm the type of guy, bro, if I see someone attractive, I want to speak to you. But after a certain point, it's like, I'm mature, I'm 20 years old. If you asked me what type of guy I wanted at 13, I would have probably just said big ass, big tits, big waist, big, face. I would even care if they're fake or not. Because I was just holding them thinking with my dick all the time. Now, to some extent, I still kind of want that, minus the fake stuff, but I want the personality too, man. If your looks are going to fade anyway, as most women's looks do, and that's normal, it's called life growing up. It's like, bro, I don't want to just sit down with a woman that's just pretty and it's like you're like a mannequin. You don't say anything. Just fucking say something, man. Say something. Because us men got to pay and work all the time. Most of us men aren't good looking, so we go to the gym to be good looking. We finally build our personality, our confidence. Primarily took for the people in high school who weren't that popular. We finally build our confidence. Bro, I deserve it. I want a pretty woman that can speak to, man. Because I'm sick of just saying hi and then the woman don't say shit. Like they smile, they show their attraction, like genuine attraction. Because most men don't get smiles. I'm saying hello. So being in shape helps. But it's like, yeah, but I want someone that can talk to. And I see it as there was never really a need for a woman to do research on the internet of how do I please another man? How can I speak to another man? Knowing the man's psychology. There was never really a need, and it's easier for them and fortunate for them as well because it was more straightforward. They don't need to learn the to speak in the sorry. They don't really need to learn, you know, the hidden meanings of speaking to the opposite gender like we do. Give an example. I think everyone should learn womenese. Womenese will take you a long way, man. Because you kind of have to be like a ninja. You have to discern to read the hidden meanings behind the hidden meanings of these women, man. They don't communicate as straightforward as men. I'll give an example, fellas. I'm gonna help you out for free, like I always do. But look, I'll give you an example. You're going on a date and shit, or you're just meeting up with any woman, family members, whatever it be, bro. She'll say, bro, all right, I'm gonna get ready in an hour, bro. That hour means plus the makeup, plus foundation, plus, oh, am I wearing the right clothes? Plus her coming out the wardrobe. Do I look good in this? So it's probably gonna be 3 hours. So when she says an hour, well, you may have to times that by three. That's gonna be 3 hours. It's gonna be 3 hours, bro. I don't want a man that's too big. Now she do. She don't want a man that's too big until the time is right. She don't want a man that's too strong. She want a man that's a bit petite. All right. And then until the burglar comes in and they're threatening you both. And in your nature will crave a man that's able to fuck them up in a fight. So until it's really needed. Bro, one will say one thing to the other. You know, you want to have a dad bod. I'm sure you want to have a dad bod until the guy with 10% body fat walks in. And in your nature, can't help but keep looking at this guy and kind of lose interest into that guy. But then you want this same fit guy to eat Doritos with you on a Sunday all day. Yeah, but then his physique's gonna go down. So you're gonna have to tell her no sometimes. And a lot of you guys, you live in La La Land. You want to keep pleasing this woman. Ironically, when you keep pleasing your woman, you make her the priority because women don't really know what they want. They don't know what's best for them. They say they want to spend time with you all the time. No. Sometimes you need that distance, man. You like in jabs? You jab, you get your distance. I'm using my right hand, I'm orthodox, but yeah, stay away a bit, man. Stay away a bit. Too close. But women will say they don't want that until you do what they say. They thought otherwise. It's weird, man. And so it's like, from my experience of speaking to pretty women, they don't really have that much chat. It's a bit boring, man. It's like, can you say something? Like, damn. Like, I get it. You're pretty. There's no need to learn how to speak to another man. Like with men, we have to do research on like how do you speak to women without creeping them out. You have to do stuff like that. How to read the hidden meanings. Because they can say one thing and do another, like the examples I gave you. We have to learn this. We have to just navigate like snakes in these mazes, bro. And I get it. When you're a pretty woman, there's no need for that. Because you've been approached the whole life. But I don't think it's a good thing for pretty women to just be silent all the time and just not say nothing, have zero social skills. And I think this may be right. And it's ironic because a lot of us men are scared of these pretty women. But I'd be speaking to them and I'm like, bro, they don't say nothing. What are you scared of? You're scared of the AE, bro. She's scared of herself. She's scared of speaking to people herself. Barely say anything. In fact, the average to mid-tier looking women, probably like the 7s and the 8s and below, they have brilliant talking game, man. Bro, I can actually have conversations with them. Honestly, for a partner, I'd probably rather date a 7 or 8 than a 9 or 10. Because the 9 or 10s, they don't even know how to fucking speak. They're just pretty beauty queens, mannequins. And I'd even go as far to say, this is a hot take, I don't think women truly blossom in their social skills until their looks start to fade. Until they have kids. I say this because beauty can be blinding. Alliteration there. It is blinding. Because you think you're going to have that power forever. You're going to think, oh, I don't need to speak to people forever. We're in a social economy. This is coming from an introvert saying this. Bro, we are in an economy. You need to speak to, we are in a world. We need to speak to people. And I've noticed also, it's going to link. So just it doesn't sound like I'm just hating on pretty women. But I truly believe what I say and I stand firm in my convictions because the elderly women I speak to, they're fucking awesome. They're so cool. Bro, the elderly people, they're one of the coolest people in the world, man. Speak to them, though, so they're really cool. Like, You can say hi to a 40-year-old woman. They say hi straight away. You can actually have a conversation. You can speak. Maybe the times are just different, and women in their prime back in the day was a lot easier to speak to. I think social media has made a lot harder. I don't know, but they're a lot easier to speak to. Like even 2 weeks ago, said hi to a pretty woman. Go ahead. Said hi to a woman that she was in her 50s, 60s. I was like, hello. She's like, hello. Very good. I'm like, you're fucking cool, man. You're really cool. You're actually really cool, man. What world we live in where? Hold on. What world we live in where? Just saying hi makes you really cool. It does make you cool, because no one does it. No one does it anymore, man. That's what I truly believe. Until a woman's looks start to fade and she realizes she's going to be replaced by the other hot teenage chicks and girls in their 20s. For most pretty women, there's not really a need for them to speak, unfortunately, because men are just going to approach them all the time. So it's like they don't need to, like in Dragon Ball Z University, I don't know if you played the game, but like XP, RP type games, you have a chart, you have stuff to upgrade. I feel like from what I've experienced, most of these pretty women, they max out the beauty part. They put 100 experience point there. I'm like, bro, you have like 4 other bars you didn't complete. You just put beauty and now you can't speak to people. Me, I'm fucking ugly. I'm probably like a 20 in experience. Let's say I have a set of 100, right? And me, I'm probably I put 25 experience points in looks. And then I probably put like a 40 and 50, 40 in body or something like that. And then I'll put like it's my muffin. I'll put like a 35 in personality. You beat the dragon to get more experience points. I put more on the other factors that are not just looks. I still maintain the looks. I'm not telling you look ugly. But come on, guys, we got to learn to speak as well, man. Because I've been growing up now. I've been maturing myself. And the more I mature, respect myself, stop masturbating as well. I've been doing that. I've been stopped that recently. And I get better looking at myself as well. And I'm thinking, bro, you work for this shit. Why on earth are you gonna date a woman that's just pretty? Because eventually that's gonna fade. You're gonna be elevating tourism, man. You're gonna be boosting your confidence. And it's just like, do you just want a mannequin with you? What's the point of having a woman that you don't really know because they won't fucking speak? Have the best of both worlds, man. Have some respect for yourself. God damn it.